Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to give you the rundown of all things Too Faced that I really enjoyed. So if you are interested in that, then hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel before you leave, hit the little bell so that you get notified every time I post something new. And yeah, let's just hop into the video. Alright, so like I mentioned, this is going to be a full Too Faced video. I actually used only Too Faced products to create this whole entire look today. I will be inserting clips every time I talk about a certain product, and we'll also be doing swatches and stuff of things that I really enjoy. So let's start off with the face. So today I am testing out the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I've never actually purchased it, but I've heard remarkable things about it, and it's very highly rated on Sephora. It has great reviews, and so when I made a purchase and I received like this little sample, I decided to test it out on my face. So now today, okay, so yeah, so like I was saying, sorry, my battery didn't die, my camera overheated and it shut off. So like I was saying, I got this, so I'm testing it out. Actually today I'm doing a wear test on it, and so far I really like it. I've been wearing it for about an hour and a half, and it's very nice. It's medium to full coverage. It has my complexion looking really good. I enjoyed applying it more with a sponge than a brush. Because it also, like around the nose area, a sponge, like a beauty blender I use, works better. And I don't know, it makes my skin soak it up a little bit more. Here I have a little bit of texture, but it doesn't cling to any dry patches. It really just creates like a nice veil on top of the skin. I will put in the description box below how it worked out at the end of the day, because right now I'm still doing a wear test on it. One thing that I do love also is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I have the shade Light, and I really like this. I feel like it's comparable to the Urban Decay Naked Skin, or even the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Concealer. I think that's what it's called. It's a mouthful. It is not as thick as Shape Tape. It's a thinner consistently, maybe on par with the ColourPop concealer or the Makeup Revolution concealer. All of these concealers, they're kind of like the same texture. This, however, will crease if you do not set it. I was getting crazy creasage before I set it, but once I set it, I love this. I think it's lightweight. I can wear it without makeup, just to spot correct or to hide my dark circles, and give myself like a fresh look. So I really like this. It is a great concealer. What I've been using recently to set my face is this Too Faced Born This Way ethereal setting powder, and this is incredible. I love this. I bought this in the Sephora VIB Rouge sale, I believe, in the fall, in November, and this powder is like halfway done, but I use it like, oh, maybe it's 3/4 of the way done. Oh yeah, look. I use this every single day. I bake with it. I just set my face with it, with just dusting it all over the place. It's really nice. I love the packaging on it, that it, you know, it has like a stopper, and then in here you have the sifter, and it stays clean. Like I dump it into my cap, and I take it out of the cap. But this is just a really nice powder, and after I purchased this, it like went out of stock, and I feel like up until now, I was checking it the other day and it was still out of stock on Sephora's website. I don't know about Ulta, I haven't checked, but it has great reviews. It's a very fine powder. It's not as heavy duty as the Laura Mercier. It's not as thick. I feel it's very finely milled, like, and it keeps my skin looking dry, like, it doesn't dry me out, but it keeps my oils away, and it's a very nice. I love this for setting my under eyes. Even when I don't bake, sometimes I don't like to bake, I'll just, you know, dust this all over my face, and it really keeps me matte, and I really enjoy this powder. And it's not white. It has a little bit of a cream, very light cream color to it, so there's no flashback. It just leaves me looking brighter. It brightens a little bit, and I've used it on my face today, as I've used it practically every single day since I bought this. This is my new absolute favorite setting powder. So next, in terms of like face products from Too Faced. I don't have any single face products, but I did get this palette right here, the Too Faced Best Year Ever 2018 palette. My sister bought me like this little set from Sephora for Christmas, and today, and I've done this before, but today I dipped into this palette and I used these shades right here. The Chocolate Soleil bronzer, Will You Marry Me blush, and this #blessed highlighter. And I have them on my face today. Here's me applying them. This Chocolate Soleil bronzer really blended in so seamlessly, so nicely into my skin. I really loved it. Of course, it smells like chocolate, so that is great. It really just gave me a very nice bronzed but a little more natural look. I love this so much. I think I want to go buy the single Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and they recently repackaged them for the new collection that came out, the Naturals, I believe, collection. So it's a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. I really like it. Will You Marry Me? I don't know if this is an exclusive blush to this palette, but is very, very much on par with the Orgasm blush by NARS. So I have one of the mini Orgasm blushes here, and these two are practically the same shade. Like, I'm gonna hold them up and you'll see. You see that? Very, very similar. I think the Will You Marry Me is a little bit more fine. But these are both very, very similar. They're like a peachy pink with gold in them. Let me see if I swatch both of them on my hand. So this is Will You Marry Me? And, oh yeah, the Will You Marry Me one is a lot softer than the Orgasm one. And this is Orgasm. So the two shades side by side. This is the Will You Marry Me one, and this is the Orgasm one. And this Orgasm has a little less color to it, I feel. The Will You Marry Me is a little bit more pigmented. Oh my gosh, my lights are really diffusing everything right now. But very similar shades. I really, really like this. And look at this highlight. Oh my goodness, do you see how blinding it is? It is so pretty. I added a little bit of Fix Plus after I amped it, and it amped it up, even though I didn't need to. It's very, very pretty in its own right, but I wanted something like extra pow in certain areas, so I added some Fix Plus, and it really did like just step it up to the next level. Now, this, it's not glittery. It's not, it has a little bit of glitter in it, but it's very fine glitter. It's really, really like radiant and shimmery. It gives you a really, really nice sheen, and I really enjoyed this highlighter. And that, again, is #blessed. So let's move to eyeshadow palettes. So like I showed you right now, I have the Too Faced Best Year Ever eyeshadow palette, and then I have these 3 palettes. So I don't have the original chocolate bar palette. This is what the chocolate bar palette is, and a lot of people swear by it and say that it's their favorite all-around everyday eyeshadow palette, but for me it's just too dull. There's just too many browns in it, and it's not my cup of tea. It's just a little too boring for me personally. And then also the Sweet Peach, is that what it's called? Peach palette. This is what it looks like right here. And this is another very, very popular Too Faced palette. I've tried their peach collection, but I can't tolerate it. The scent of peach is just too strong for me, and it almost gives me a headache. It's just, I'm not into fruit scented things. I like vanilla or chocolate scented makeup at the most. If it has to have a scent, I'm not a big fan of smelling fruity. So that was just too much. And again, the shades are too similar. There's way too many pinks and peaches in it, and it's not really like a well-rounded palette. On the other hand, there are these palettes. So I use this, the chocolate gold, to come up with the look I have on today. Here I am applying the shadows. This palette has a nice bone shade called Rolling in Dough, which I used all over my lid to set the concealer, and then I went into the shade So Bougie and I popped that in the crease, and then I darkened the crease with Cocoa Truffle and the black shade Decadent. And then I went in with a bunch of shimmer shades. The lightest one is called Gold Dipped, and then I went in with Famous, which is a little bronzier, and then Love and Cocoa, which is a it's like a brown shimmer, and then I went on top with Chocolate Gold, which is this beautiful gold shadow, and this is what the palette is named after. It's a phenomenal gold. And then in the inner corner I went in with Rich Girl, and this is just a great palette. You have so many, you can use this palette in so many different ways, but this gold, like, look at this gold, look at this gold. Can you see that? You can see that. I know you can see that. Like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Such a pretty shadow. They're very buttery. They blend great together. I love this palette. This is probably my favorite Too Faced palette. And another palette that I love, that I've spoken about before, is this Clover palette. Here is a look that I created using the Clover palette. I decided to work a little bit outside of my comfort zone, went in with this Canary Yellow that I'm not very used to, but this is what the inside of that palette looks like. This is the Clover palette, and this is just an incredible palette. The color scheme in here is just simply stunning, and again, they give you a bone shade here. It's actually a true white, which is very nice, and then you have a couple of shades, Chihuahua and Fur Baby, which are nice for the crease. And then you have a couple of other shades that are good for deepening up the crease. This is a great palette. I'm so excited to have this to use in the springtime because it just really has some really nice pops of color for the spring and summer months. The last palette that I have that I really like is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And this is the white chocolate bar palette. And this smells like chocolate. Every time I look at this palette, it really just reminds me of Easter time. It's got a lavender purple and a mint green and some pastel pinks. It's a very pastel palette, but then they also give you a cool brown and a black in here. The black has shimmer in it, but the cool brown does not. And this is just also, it's a great palette. It smells beautiful. So this is the Best Year Ever palette, 2018. I touched on the face powders right here, but these are all eyeshadows, and it's just a beautiful palette. There's so much to it. There are, mattes, there are bright shimmers, there are deep shimmers, there are deep mattes. This is a very extensive palette, and this is a great, well-rounded palette. So here are swatches of the Best Year Ever palette. Really nice mattes, really nice shimmers. I love, as I said, the face products that are on there as well. So those are my favorite Too Faced palettes. Those are the ones that I have purchased that I love. Next, just a little bit more for the eyes. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is what I have on my eyes today. This is what it looks like with and without the mascara. It is a great mascara. It gives a lot of length and volume, makes my eyelashes super fluffy, which I like. Now the L'Oreal Lash Paradise is so comparable to this. I cannot justify paying the $22, I think that it is, when I could buy the Lash Paradise for half that price, and they work just as well. But this is a beautiful mascara if you're really into Too Faced products. Then there's the Shadow Insurance by Too Faced, which I have, and I use that on my eyes today. This is just an eyeshadow primer, and it's supposed to give you 24 plus hours of anti-creasage. I haven't tested out the staying power of it, but it's very easy to apply straight out of the tube. Very comparable to the Urban Decay, what is it called? The Urban Decay all-nighter? No, the eyeshadow primer, the primer potions by Urban Decay. Very comparable. I do always set this. It's just a cream shade, no color to it really, and I like this. I'm using it today. Now for lips. On my lips today, I have a combination of this Too Faced Melted Chocolate, and this smells so good. It smells like cocoa. And then I have this, and then I have the Too Faced Melted Matte in the shade Feeling Myself in the center, and to give it, and I blotted my lips together to give it a little bit of a corally feel. And then I went on top, over top of everything, with the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. So, small thing about these, I've never tried the liquefied longwear lipsticks in anything other than this shade. I got it in a kind of like a gift set, and this is what came with it. And I really, really like this. I love the scent of it, and I don't know if I'm really thrilled about the like sponge tip applicator. I mean, it's fine, but these smell so good, and I really love this shade. This is in the shade Chocolate Honey. The Lip Injection Extreme. When this first came out, it was all the rage because it's like lip plumping and it makes your lips tingle. I remember the first time I ever tried this, I bought it at Sephora, and then as soon as I left the store, I took it out and I put it all over my lips. And I put a generous amount. And oh my God, I felt like I was having an allergic reaction. Like I was like, oh my goodness, this burns. Like it burns, especially around the perimeter of your lips, it burns. And my lips started to get red. So I was like I heard that this was serious business, but I thought I was having an allergic reaction towards it. And after about 3 minutes or so, it completely went away. And other than that, it's a nice gloss. Some people like that like extreme tingly feeling. I mean, I've gotten used to it. I don't mind it. It smells like candy. Not my favorite, but it does plump your lips because I guess of the irritation. I don't know. But it's a nice gloss. It's very glossy, as you can see. Like I've completely finished mine. It's almost completely out. And I think I will be repurchasing it maybe in the future. See, it just gives a nice gloss. It's a nice gloss. It's not sticky. Like it's not clumpy. It's a very nice gloss. So if you can tolerate the tingliness, then you're all set. One of my favorite Too Faced lipstick formulas are the liquid melted mattes. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 full sizes and a little size right here. And these are them. I love these. And what really got me started on these was this baby right here. This is the shade Lady Balls, and Roxette Arisa was talking about this being such a lightweight, beautiful, warm tone red color. And I saw that on her lips and I was like, oh my gosh, it's stunning. And it is a stunning lipstick. I'll be doing a lip swatch video coming up soon, but just all around gorgeous, gorgeous shades. This is the shade It's Happening, and they're moussey, but they're thin. They're thin. It's a thin, moussey formula and very great coverage. I don't know why I decided to do it on this hand. I'm a lefty, and so my right hand is practically useless, and I'm like trying to put together a decent swatch for you guys. This is Drop Dead Red. Beautiful one swipe coverage. Oh, that is a horrible swatch to do. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. See that? It's just beautiful. They don't smell like anything, but really strong pigmentation in these. They dry down completely matte, difficult to get off. Like you will need like this is just a tissue, like a paper towel. Like I will need to go in with an oil to get this off. Because they are so strong. Speaking of oil. Yeah, so I think that's about it. Those are my favorite Too Faced products. So I definitely I always keep a lookout for their new palettes, like all the time. I haven't seen anything that I've really been into since the holidays. I'm not really interested in the Naturals palette that they just came out with, the 2 eyeshadow palettes, and then the And then the face palette, they're just all right. To me, personally, I have enough. But I'm really interested in the foundation. It looks nice. It still looks good. I've had it on my face for about 2.5 hours, 3 hours now. And I'm liking it. Love the concealer. And I will be picking up the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I need to pick that up because I really liked it. It gave a very nice color to my face. I love the warmth it created. Very, very nice. All right, so that's all I have that's all I have for you guys today. Those are my favorite products from Too Faced. Let me know down below if you have any favorite products from Too Faced, or if I mentioned any of my products are also your favorite products. Let me know in the comment section below. I love reading your comments and discussing things with you guys. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for sticking around. Check out my other videos. Subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.